Good morning, Saturday, June 27th. Back with another MLB video, MLB breakdown. How we doing this morning? It is a fine Saturday. At the end of June already. Kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy, man. I cannot believe it. Feels like just yesterday. Honestly, it feels like 2 weeks ago. It was mid-April, and I was launching the new version of the site. Yo, ill note with the Prime sub. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. It is sub-only Saturdays in the chat. If you're new here, we do sub-only about every other day, so. Steak with the 5 gifty. Hell yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Hey, Tatis, I think he hit on your fantasy score, right? I hope. I think 2 for 5 with a RBI or whatever, 2 RBIs, whatever it was. It's got to hit on the fantasy. The beat the streak has to be moving on. Okay, good. I'm just making sure. The beat the streak had to move on. Also, Steak, I could not stop laughing last night at Jeff's expense. I'm sorry, Jeff, if you're in here. It's no hate against you. It just, you were dying on that Royals Hill. You were digging in. You dug in deep. You dug in really deep, and it happened to be the worst wager of the year. That 22-1. Like if it was like 3-1 and the White Sox won, I wouldn't even say anything. I'd be like, whatever happened. You know what I mean? Tough luck. But 22-1. Oh my God. After that like performance too, after that bit, the White Sox were in the stream. They had to have been. They heard that. 105.5 by the Miz yesterday. Hell yeah, 106. I'm calling it 106. I know it's 105.5, but I'm rounding that shit up. He hit it 106. Put Seiya on the Brew Crew. Yeah, that was luck. We'll be honest. We all know it. Miz doesn't give up homers. He gave up one little piddly homer, and it wasn't even on the fastball. It was on an off-speed pitch. They can have it. The good news is our preseason, not preseason, but our early season Miz Cy Young plus 1550 winner. Not winner, it's about to be a winner. Our plus 1550 Miz slip is looking pretty nice at minus 218 now. If anybody happened to have taken that with me, I don't know if you did or if you didn't, posted about it. I posted it in the WAP. I posted it on Twitter. I talked about it on the stream when I took it. I know there were a few in here who said, I'm going to take that with you. I'm going to take that. I don't know if you still are riding it or not, but our plus 1550 on Kalshi is down to minus 218, man. It doesn't get much better than that. I'm riding it, though. I'm going to ride it. At this point, I don't think there's any reason for me to cash out on this. Let's see. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, this is nice. Look at this, folks. We took it like right here. We got it at 5%. We took him right here. 5%. It's definitely with the 5 gifted. I appreciate that. Yeah, B Brown, that was a good hit yesterday too. Those were all guys I talked about on stream. I wish I would have been on those guys too, because I liked all 3 of them. But anybody that took this with me, Stefan, thank you for the 5 gifted. I really appreciate it. You just tagged me? I don't see a tag. You tagged the right person? Anyways, we took Miz at 5% for the Cy Young right here. I could see he was cooking, man. I'm telling you, I'm the Brewers Whisperer. Y'all already know that. I am the Brewers Whisperer. I saw him right here. He was cooking, man. I knew it was different this year. I loved him last year, too. I was like, if he gets control of his command, he's going to be unhittable. He got control of his command after those first 2 starts. We popped him in, at 5%, plus 1550. And now a month and a half later, we're sitting at 62%, 65%. Banger. So I want to know if anybody took that with me, but we're chilling on it. I'm looking on Twitter right now. I don't see a tag from you. Unless you tagged me like a long time ago. Only thing I'm getting tagged in is B Brown slips. But yeah, I'm the Brewers Whisperer, so keep that in mind. I mean, yesterday I didn't say I told you I wasn't going to take him for a homer. We did talk about William Contreras for bases or hits because that guy is smoking the ball. Like, just smoking it. No, I just did it. What the hell? Yeah, it's not popping up. I don't know. Unless you tagged the wrong account. But let's see what we're working with today. Let's see what we are working with on this fine Saturday. Actually, I want to start with the weather because where I'm at, it's a little shitty out. So, Houston, Detroit. It was Brooks Lee, Ty France, and Devers. Brother, John Brown, 24. Devers played in San Fran yesterday, right? Did he? He did. He played in San Fran. I've said it a billion times. I know he hit a 405. That's the point. That is exactly my point. You can't take Devers in San Fran because he doesn't pull the ball. So he's going to have 405. That's like the third or fourth time this year in San Fran Devers has hit a 405 ball that's not out. 400 plus ball. That's the lesson learned. But like I got burned on that earlier in the year and I instantly spotted it. And I was like, you know what? I'm out. I'm out on Devers in San Fran. It just doesn't work. His pull isn't there. Hits it to the deepest part of the park every time. Can't get it out. So, Detroit, good. It's fine. Not really any rain. Boston, fine. Wind blown in, but fine. I'm just looking for rain right now. Let's see. Actually, let me do something real quick. Hold on. Before I get started, I do want to turn on. I know it's a little late for some of you, Steak and Stefan, sorry. But I wanted to figure out how to turn on like the discounted sub thing. Let's see. One sec here. Subscription discounts. Here we go. Start discount. Let's do it for an hour. All right. Can now start promotion. Can now start promotion. I'm trying to help y'all out. All right, never mind. Twitch is telling me to F off. So, okay. Whatever. It's worth a shot. Oh, it's on. Shit, okay. Stream summary. What the hell is this? Twitch just gave me a stream summary. It says, Rubets is running a Saturday baseball breakdown. The highlight, a Brewers pitcher, Cy Young bet, taking a plus 1550, is now sitting at minus 218. The chat is celebrating. Bro, since it said mine was 35% off? Oh, well, that works. Shit, okay. Well, that's what I was trying to turn on, so. Okay, cool. Okay, now we're getting into some of the shit. This is what I was figuring was going to happen. Pittsburgh, heavy showers, 29% rain. Yikes. New York Mets, heavy drizzle, 38% rain. Yikes. White Sox look good. Thunderstorms in Tampa Bay. It's closed. Overcast with a 30% chance of rain in Baltimore. Yikes. 2% chance of rain in Minnesota. 12% chance of rain in St. Louis. Oh, my God. All right, so we got like 4 games. Thunderstorms in St. Louis, too. I'd be interested to see if B. Brown is still in here, what he's got on the weather side, but some of these games look like ass. The back-to-back page is kind of depressing for me every single day. I'm not going to lie to you. Skipped a lot of games today. I figured it's going to be like that. This back-to-back page is a little depressing for me every single day because I see 4, 5, 6 guys that I talked about on stream yesterday that I really liked or thought were good for a homer, and I didn't take. Akamoto, we put him on every single poll yesterday for the community play. Akamoto did hit. Cody Clemens, we talked about how we thought he's the only other guy outside of Buxton that I liked for a homer. He hit. Junior, at least we had him. He was on every single poll. Didn't get voted in. Hunter Goodman was on every single poll. Didn't get voted in. William. Yeah. There were some paths to a lay yesterday. Not many, though. Not many. Not many. Yeah, Goodman hit a homer. Yep. It was like, I think it was like 117 off the bat. Yeah, 116.2, 451. Oh, he hit a homer. He hit a homer. Yeah. Smoked a homer. Today we're working with about 34 again. Yesterday, what do we have? 29, so a little less. Might be time for you to veto votes. I can't do that. I'm just saying that the names are on the board. You know, we're close is the point. The names are on the board. They just didn't get voted in. Loki like Sung Che if he played. I don't know who the hell Sung Che is. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sung Che Chang, brother. If you told me this was an MLB player and I didn't just look him up now, I would think you're trolling. Man, he smokes it though. Yeah, okay. Low key though, you might be onto something here. I'm not gonna lie. My God, 5 out of 6 smoked. Okay. Of course, some of these games that look like they're going to rain are going to have some high home run numbers. It's just how it goes, but let's jump in. Let's dive on in. Ride with Astros and Tigers here. Framber Valdez, day burner versus day burner. Let's look into that. So we got Cincy and Pitt is a yellow game. Some morning showers. Could get a start delay. Chance. Okay, it might be delayed, but we could play the game. Philly and the Mets. Yellow and orange. Okay. Decent amount of rain early. Clearing. Best guess this far out. Late start and play. Okay. I don't love the whole delay shit, but I feel like we're gonna get a few of those today. All right, day games here. As we can see, this is Kai Tang of the Houston Astros. Guy is kind of smoking in day games here. 1.96 ERA, 5.49 OPS, only one homer allowed in the daytime. Night games, a little bit of a different story. In 14 more innings, he's got 8 home runs, so 7 more homers, a lot more walks. 248 average, 821 OPS, 534. So that's not great. This game's at 110, so it is a day game. Framber Valdez. Also, 3 homers, 180 average, 546 OPS. So both of these guys do really well in day games. Just something to note. 9 homers in 9 games, but only 1 homer in day games. So, yeah. Washington, Baltimore, yellow. Late start and play. Okay, so all 3 of those games sound like a late start and play. Cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. 52% ground ball rate for Framber. 52% ground ball rate for Framber. On the year, righties 1.02, lefties 0.99 HR per 9, so about the same, 1 HR per 9, both sides. Overall, let's see here. Sinker, slider, changeup, sinker, slider. Okay, so sinker, curveball for sure to both. Righties are getting sinker, changeup, curve. Sinker, changeup, curve, and the lefties get a little bit of slider. Sinker, changeup, curve. Oops, not four seam and cutter. What am I doing? Oh, he's a lefty and day game. God, I did everything backwards there. I literally did everything backwards there. There's only 1 ball in play here for Jeremy Pena. In day games, at least. In night games, okay, Jeremy Pena looks actually pretty interesting here. Really low on the fly ball, but 70% hard hit. Day slumper. Day game 644 OPS, night game's 892. Yeah. God, no, in fact, they only have 1 versus a lefty. I don't love that. Paredes here, nothing crazy. Christian Walker. I mean, he's got 14% barrel. We are just looking at a very low sample size. Day games versus lefties here. They haven't seen too many of them. Altuve, 67% hard hit. Not bad. Cam Smith, mid. Jake Myers. My God. Just very small sample size all around for day games versus lefties on this team. Okay. Maybe we clear that. 1 for 3 versus Framber. Just looking general day games versus lefties. 50 hard hit, 17 barrel. Okay. I'll see if there's anybody that's excelling in day games versus lefties. Christian Walker's decent. Altuve is actually pretty decent too, but low fly ball. This might This might be someone. Jake Myers actually 20% barrel's not bad. 30% fly. Yainer Diaz. And Bryce Matthews. Yeah, not really seeing too much. Not really seeing a whole lot. How about Jordan day games versus lefties? Okay, this looks pretty good. Let's go back to the curveball, sinker, a little bit of slider. Jordan's not bad. No fly balls is the one thing I really don't like, but it is Jordan. Probably more so interested in Jordan for a hit. 7.3 on the pitch mix. I do like that. He's green in every single pitch. Yeah, I'm not really blown away here. Couple zones at match. I'm not really moved. Lefty on lefty, he's got really good pull though. 86% pull on his home runs versus lefties. So, no barrels in his last 3 games. No barrels in his last 3 games. He's 1 for 3 versus Framber. So, yeah, I'm not particularly moved. Jordan would be the best, but mainly probably looking at Jordan to get a hit today. Realistically, I'm looking to get Jordan for a hit. This what you said about Bryce? Nothing stood out. I mean, he's good value, I guess, in the 800s, but he didn't really have much of a StatCast log that showed anything. I'm going to go here, though. Hold on. Watch list. And I'm going to quickly designate that I like him for hits. So, doesn't he hit that sinker well? Not recently on the StatCast. He's got an 833 ISO versus it on 6 balls in play only. But his StatCast versus lefties in day games. Not a whole lot there. If you extend it to both, not bad. Sinker and the cutter, he's got a homer off both. Kind of a rainbow here of good and bad. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. It's a sometimes good, it's sometimes shit. It's a sometimes good, sometimes shit. You know. So, but that's all night games. You go day games, he's done nothing really. He's got a couple hard hit, but no launch angle. So, yeah, I'm not really moved. Yeah, you can see it right there too in the StatCast and right here. 502 versus day game. 502 OPS in day games. A little bit better in night games, but overall not that great anyway. I'm not too moved. I'm not too moved by the Astros overall. And then you add in the fact that Framber Valdez only allows a 546 OPS during day games and has a 52% ground ball rate. Probably not worth the risk to me. Kaiwei Teng. Yeah, lefties. Holy cow. On the season, a .59 HR per 9 to righties, but lefties are hitting for a 2.13 HR per 9. They're absolutely smoking his pitch mix. 4-seam sweeper, changeup, curveball. Lefties on the 4-seam sweeper, changeup, curveball. So we'll go see 4-seam sweeper, changeup, curveball during day games against a righty. Yeah. I mean, we'll do both to start. So nothing really that crazy for McGonigal. Riley Green. Yeah, Riley Green's not terrible. 20% barrel, 30 blast, 80% fly ball. I really like that. I really like the 80% fly ball. I'll throw him on there. Kaiwei Teng, he's 1 for 1 versus him, but this number right here is why I'm adding Riley Green. 80% fly ball. It's hard to ignore. Yo, 25, Tilly 25 with the tier 1. I appreciate the resub. Colt Keith. 20% blast is good, but very low on the fly ball. Low on the hard hit, too. Kerry Carpenter. This looks pretty good. 70% hard hit, 60% fly ball. Only a 10% barrel, no blasts. He hits it pretty hard. He's just missing the bat, though. I don't hate it. Yeah, I appreciate the 3 months tier 1, Tilly. I didn't realize you did 3 months in advance. Hell yeah, I appreciate that. Carry's all right. I do like the 70% hard hit, but it's kind of like low key not hard hit. You know what I mean? Like 100.6, 104. Outside of that, everything under 100. It's like it's kind of fake hard hit. It's hard hit, but it's fake. And James Outman, nothing. Yeah, so I think it's kind of just Riley Green here from the lefties. And it's really just going down to that fly ball rate and just saying, okay, I like that he puts it up in the air 80% of the time. Can he get one that he makes good contact with? That's the question. Once again, on the year, only 2 homers allowed to righties. We'll look at daytime ding. Sweeper, 4-seam sinker. That's it. Sweeper, 4-seam sinker. My God. Yeah, I mean, you got some good, you got some bad here. You got some good, you got some bad. 60% hard hit, outstanding. 30% barrel, 30 blast, 20 pull barrel with 2 homers. Love it. 50% home run to fly ball ratio. Only problem, 20% fly ball. That's the issue there. Even on the last 5 where he has these 2 home runs, only 20% fly ball. So, Dingler hits it hard. The fly ball is the issue. He does have reverse splits. He hits righties way better. See right here, right-handed pitching, 930 OPS. Yeah. I think Dingler and Green are both decent options. You could pivot for both for a hit as well. Good pitch mix ratings, and they both are projected to hit. So I think you could pivot that way too. So. Jordan, I'm tracking him only for a hit, not for a homer. I'm doing that so I can come back for my veggies later and just know who I liked right away. All right. Garrett Cole versus Jake Bennett. Jake Bennett has been pretty good, yeah. Although this is giving me Nick Martinez vibes. Give me a little bit of Nick Martinez vibes. Not a lot of homers, but he's giving up a lot of runs. We can see right here, only a 23% fly ball rate, only an 18% fly ball rate on the year, 56% ground ball rate. That's why he's not giving up homers. Nobody's getting the ball in the air. So that sucks. HR per 9 on the year. Only a righty has hit him for a homer. Only 1 homer allowed. So I think we'll have to kind of, I guess, maybe just look through the pitch mix and pray. 4-seam changeup sinker, 4-seam changeup sinker. He throws the same to everybody. That makes it easy. Oh, he's a lefty. He's a lefty? Where's he throwing that sinker? Is it down? Not really, actually. He throws a sinker kind of in the middle of the plate. This tells me right here all I need to know. He's hittable. He's hittable. Yeah, he doesn't have a fly ball rate right now, but if you keep throwing sinkers right here, those will get hit in the air. If it was down here, I'd be like, okay, it's just moving a ton. This tells me he's going to be hittable soon. Goldie, 1 homer on this pitch mix, but only a 30% hard hit, 30% fly ball. 20% barrel, I do like that number, but that's the only thing I can really point to that I like for Goldie. Ben Rice, good fly ball, good EV, exit velocity, 30% hard hits really low, 10% barrel, no blast. Cody, nothing. Ahmed Rosario, 20% blast, 50% fly ball is not terrible. I don't know that I'm going to like anybody on the Yankees today, though. Jason Dominguez is decent here, only a 17% fly ball, but 50 hard hits, 17 blast. Jazz. All right, Jazz looks the best here so far. Jazz looks the best here. 63% hard hit, 25% barrel, 25% blast, 38% fly ball, but only a 13% ground ball. Hits that sinker pretty well. Yeah, I don't mind Jazz today. I'll throw Jazz on there for the Yankees. Volpe. Nah. Caballero. Too low of a ground or fly ball at 10%. Yeah. Okay. So it's Jazz for me in this one so far, and it's not even that good of a play, really. Is Jazz pulling? Yeah. Lefty on lefty, all of his homers are pull. 100%. So. All right, let's look at Garrett Cole here. On the year, pretty even HR per 9 for both hands. Lefties, he's throwing four-seam changeup, knuckle curve slider. Four-seam changeup, knuckle curve, and a slider. Oh my God, what was that? Jaron Duran here. He's 1 for 8 versus Garrett Cole. You hit 3 days in a row on WNBA money lines. There you go. I keep forgetting to look into WNBA. I'm way too tunnel vision on MLB, but WNBA, I built it because I wanted to use it. Yo, Buckeye with the 5 stream, I appreciate it. Last 5 balls in play from Jaron Duran were all pull. That's a good sign. 2 homers in the last 5. We go to the last 5 here. Pretty insane. 40 barrel, 40 blast, 40 pull barrel, 40 fly ball. But the last 10, 40 hard hit, 20 barrel, 20 blast, 20 pull barrel, only a 20% fly ball. That's the one thing I don't love is his ground ball is higher than his fly ball. Very heavy pull. So Jaron Duran, not bad. This looks pretty good. Wilyer Abreu, 50 hard hit, 20 barrel, 20 blast, 70 fly ball. I like that. I do like that a lot. I like the Wilyer play here. His pull's going to be low, naturally. No, actually, it's not as bad as I was expecting. It's way better. 75% on his homers. 38% pull overall, but on his homers, 75%. So if he pulls it, it pretty much is a homer. I like that. Okay. Pretty nice. We like that. Yeah, this looks solid to me. 70% fly ball is amazing. Good barrel, good blast, good hard hit. Wilyer, welcome to the list. Mickey Gasper, no. Anthony Siegler, too small of a sample size. Marcelo Meyer, nothing. Good blast, but no. 10% fly. All right, see what he's throwing to the righties. Although we do know lefties hit him better. Righties, we're getting slider, four seam, mainly four seam slider. Little bit of knuckle curve. I'll throw it in there. Four seam slider, a little bit of knuckle curve from righties. Day games. Contreras, not a whole lot there. Cedane Rafaela, not a whole lot there. I'm not expecting much. Durbin looks decent. 2 homers on these pitches, both on four seams. 50% fly ball, 20 blast, 10% pull barrel, 30% hard hit. Not going to blow you away, but for 1,100, at 1,100, I mean, Durbin could be a sneaky little option here. Could be a sneaky option. I'll throw him on there as a super long shot. You're looking for the four seam mainly. I mean, kind of only. You're really just looking for the four seam here. And nothing for Connor Wong. Okay. You ran 3 near homer guys today that looked good on the mix. Who? Texas, Toronto. We got Cal Quintrall versus Dylan Cease. Tell you what. You're going to be looking at lefties here for the most part, but maybe a righty can get after it. On the year, my God, 0.23 HR per 9 to righties and a 0.69 HR per 9 to lefties. Neither scream he's giving up a homer today, but we can look into it. Lefties, four-seam slider, changeup, knuckle curve. Four-seam slider, changeup, knuckle curve. Well, this is tough. Jock Peterson, day slumper, 597 OPS during day games, over 900 OPS in night games. And if you go here and switch this tonight, you would be on Jock Peterson today. You flip it back today, we're looking kind of mid. So that's the game you play. Do you care about the day versus night splits? If you don't care about day versus night, you got an 80% hard hit, 20% barrel, 20 pull barrel. Doesn't look too bad. If you care about the day splits right here, 597 OPS, only 3 homers, 136 average. Night games, 292 average, 913 OPS, 9 homers. It tells a different story here than if you were to just leave it at default. Yeah. Freddie, Sung, and Jet. Okay. Yo, List dead with the 25 stream streak. I appreciate it. Stanley just got any guys that you loved earlier. I'll do it real quick. Abreu, Jordan just for hits. He's not a homer guy. Riley Green and Dingler, maybe. Jazz and Durbin as a long shot. So, not really. I really liked Willier Abreu. So far, it's really the only one that I'm like, okay, I'm going to be on Willier. Jazz was decent too, but mainly Willier. Okay, so Jock, the day splits really hurt him. Nimmo looks pretty good here. 30 fly balls, not great, but 70 hard hit, 20 barrel, 50% blast. Oh, I don't know what's up with Nimmo. He can't hit a homer, though. Look at this. 104, 30-degree launch angle, 402 barrel, and a blast. Field out. 105, 31, 390, barrel, and a blast. Field out. Look at this. Look at all these barrels. 402 no homer, 390 no homer, 371 no homer. Out, out, out. This screams like he's ready to go. On this mix, I mean... Oops. Yeah, when I fade Rangers, they go. No pop-ups, at least. What do you guys think about Nimmo? Low projection. What's his... That's because it's against Cease. That's the problem. He's 4 for 9 versus Cease. No extra base hits, no homers. Nimmo might be a guy for a hit today. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to track him for hits, and hits runs RBIs. Jock went during the day. Yeah, but not against these pitches. That's the problem. Down here, he looked pretty good. If you want to take Jock, you could take Jock today. I think you could. I think you can get away with it. I think you can get away with Jock today. I'm not going to do it, though. But I do think you can get away with Jock. I'm going to fade it. Okay, so nothing for the rest of the lefties here. Cease versus righties. Slider, four-seam, sinker. Every other, man. Holy cow. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Every other for Wyatt Langford. 50% ground ball, though. 30 fly. 40 hard hit. Little low. Good blast. Really the only thing here that's good is the blast. And he does have this homer on a slider against Yuri Perez. I don't mind Wyatt. I don't mind him. Josh Young, 70 hard hit, but everything else is terrible. Only 10% fly ball. He's hitting it hard into the ground. Ooh, Berger, 60 hard hit, 50 blast, 20 barrel. Now, also not terrible. 903 OPS during day games. He's got some variety here, too. He's got some variety. Four seam, sinker, home run on both of those pitches. He hits the sinker pretty hard. What about the zones? Where's that sinker going? Okay, not really a huge match. Four seam, it's okay. Slider. Ooh, slider's not good for him. Not terrible. John, yeah, I know. I could tell. Yeah. Against Cease, though, once again, I mean, he does have a homer on Cease. 2 for 3 with a homer. He's okay. I do like the day masher tag. So far, Jake Berger would be my number one option on this team. Yoshioka, no. Okay. So, yeah, I think Berger's probably my favorite option on this team. But against Cease, I don't love it. I don't love it. I'll throw him on there for now. I might come back and take him off later, though. I'm not sold. I just want to get some people on the list and see what we got. And then I'll have to clean it up. Okay, on the year, righties are hitting Kyle Control a lot better, actually. 1.49 HR per 9 versus only a 0.69 HR per 9 to the left side. Yikes. Okay, well, let's see what the righties are looking like here. Throwing everything except for the curveball. Four seam, cutter, sinker, splitter. Four seam, cutter, sinker, splitter. .50 hard hit, 30 blast, really low fly ball. George Springer, not great. Vladdy, okay. Okay. Here's the problem. Vlad is on pace for 8 home runs this year. He's on pace for 8 home runs. I repeat, 8. I've never seen somebody with a line in the 400s that's on pace for 8 home runs. But 60 hard hit, 20 barrel, 60 blast is really nice. A hit for him? Yeah, I mean, he could definitely be a hit guy today. Day masher, too. 3 homers, 3 of his 4 come in the daytime. This is not bad. I don't mind this at all. Night games, he's terrible. But day games, Vladdy could be okay today. I'm going to track him for a hit. A little low on the pitch mix, but he is smoking it. If you can get that angle up, don't be surprised if you see a Vladdy homer today. I'm not doing it in the 400s. Okamoto, 50% hard hit, 20 barrel, 40 blast, 40 fly ball. Now, Okamoto is someone I'll put on for a homer. Now, this is someone I can put on for a homer. A lot of four seam, though, for these barrels. Yeah, Okamoto I can live with. I can live with Okamoto here. This is pretty good. I like the 50 hard hit, the 40 fly ball. How does MLB get away with putting dead balls in games this year? Jake, they've been doing it for longer than just this year. All right, lefties here. We got cutter, splitter, sinker, four seam. The same. The same. Varsho, only one. I was hoping I would like Varsho, but nah. Jesus Sanchez, good hard hit, just 10% fly ball. Jimenez? Yeah, okay. So it's Okamoto. Vladdy, I'm tracking for a hit. Nimmo, I'm tracking for a hit. Berger, I think I'm going to take him off. Just ride Okamoto in this one. Don't need to water down the watch list with guys who I don't love. But Berger would be my option from that team. Being too loud? What do you mean? You like the song? I was saying, I haven't. The setup's the same as always. I'm being the same. We got 10 pitch mix. Who? Oh, right here, Blake Dunn. Well, Jared Jones has been kind of ass. My God. About the baseball, icy. They've been doing it for a long time, brother. They've been doing it for a long time, y'all. Aaron Judge hit the record because they gave him juiced balls. Like, this is documented information. This game likely starts late, is what we were told from B. Brown. So, this game likely starts late. I know it's a 4:05 start. I don't think I'm going to filter for day games because I wouldn't be surprised if this one starts at like 5 or 6 p.m. Kind of the way it's going to go, I think. Jared Jones, no homers allowed to righties this year, though. All lefties. It's been all lefties. Four-seam slider changeup to the lefties. Ellie looks kind of crazy here. He did have that injury, though, so we're missing like basically a month of data. We're basically missing a month of data here. But I do like this. 70 hard hit, 40 blast. Since he's come back from injury, though, 0 for 3, 1 for 4, 0 for 3. Strikeout, only 2 there, 1 there. No strikeouts here, at least. 2 walks. He is 2 for 3 with a homer against him. I'll put Ellie on there. I actually don't mind him. I really like this. 70% hard hit, 20 barrel, 40 blast, 50 fly. Old data points, though. We are looking back quite a while, which I'm not a fan of. But even if you extend it back, his blast, his hard hit, fly ball, all still stays the same. It's all really good still. We go to night games, looks outstanding. Say this game plays at night, 70% fly ball. Go to day games, still looks good, even though it's not really a day game. So, the hybrid. JJ Bleday, ooh-wee. What happened to this guy? I did say it, though. I told y'all this number's going to keep going down. I said it a while ago. JJ Bleday at one point was on pace for like 58 homers, and I was like, brother, JJ Bleday maybe gets in the 30s this year. He's going to have a cold streak. He's not hitting 58 homers. That pace had to slow down. That's why this is a very important thing to look at if you're on RudeBest.com. This is a very important thing to look at for these home run hitters. What is their projected pace? Is it sustainable? You know JJ Bleday. Do you think JJ Bleday is hitting 58 homers this year? No. So then he's probably due for a pretty cold streak. Yo, is Chal in here, by the way? I need to know if Chal's in here. I told you I wouldn't talk my shit about the PCA play yesterday. I'm talking my shit, man. There was no way PCA was doing anything. Well, I mean, shit, Bleday's still... There he is. Chal, there you are. Good stuff, my guy. I was hoping you were here. I'm not going to be too big about it, but PCA was never doing shit on Miz, man. We know it. Seiya got him, though. I'll give you it. He did give up a homer. Miz did give up a home run. From Seiya Suzuki, which is also kind of random because Seiya's been dog water. But PCA was never hitting that shit. I knew from the first at-bat of the game. He led off the game. If you watched that first at-bat, PCA was like, bro, he was basically trying to bunt. Like his swings were like, he's like, I can't hit this. I'm just going to try to touch the ball. And he still struck out. It was bad. He looked scared up there. He looked scared. I knew right away. I saw that at-bat, and I was just like, oh, it's going to be a good day tomorrow. Nah, you're a good sport. You're a good sport. That was fun banter. Nathaniel Lowe, not much. God, that's bad. Okay, well, that's the lefties. I think it's just kind of Ellie. But yeah, Bleday, we warned you all about this coming, and you can see it right here. He just... The Linsanity. You started drinking what? Drinking after that? Yeah. The Linsanity run is over for Bleday. Which is good. I'm fine with Linsanity being over for Bleday because now when he looks good, it's going to be much easier to take him for a homer than when we were taking him back here and he was hitting every day and then missing. So You blink, the ball's in the catcher's hand. I'd be scared too. I know. I was telling my wife last night when we were watching it. I was like, if you're a batter in this game, no matter if you're PCA, if you're an MVP candidate or not, like this has to feel like a humiliation ritual when you get in the box against Miz. Like they all have the same expression on their face. They're all up there. They all just like swing and miss, and they're all just like, bruh, I don't know what to do. You got to feel so helpless. Slider four seam. Blake Dunn, 10 out of 10 on the pitch mix. I'm going to probably put him down for a hit today, right? Let's see what he's been doing, actually. Let's see why he's 10 out of 10. Oh, okay. Okay, I see why he's a 10 out of 10. He has 102 runs above average on the slider this year. The hell's this guy been doing on a slider? Not much. I don't know how. I guess I trust Fangraphs. Your list is complete. Post on all platforms now. Let's smack one. Let's do it. Let's do it. Sal Stewart. Chal, are you a Cubs fan or no? Sal Stewart's a little interesting here. We got a lot of barrels. 3 barrels, 30% barrel rate, 40 hard hit, 50 fly ball. He's a day slumper, but I don't think that matters. Well, actually, he's been crushing it lately in the day. What the hell? It's kind of a combo day. It's a combo game. Yankees fan. Okay. It's a combo. It's a little bit of a combo game here, like I said, so I'm not really too concerned with day and night. I like the 50 fly ball being way higher than the ground ball. Maybe we throw Sal Stewart on there. Suarez, not enough. Steer. Okay, now this is another one. Damn. 30 fly ball is low, but 50 yard hit, 30 barrel. All on the four seam. Steer's not bad today either, but it's just kind of giving me a little bit of four seam merchant vibes. Good pull. Throw Steer on there too. I'm gonna have to really grind this list down. I'm not having 3 reds. McLean's not bad either. Stevenson, golly. All four seams. Well, shit. Damn. Watch it be Blade. I got all these guys started. It's gonna be Blade or something. You know, like, yeah, I don't know what to do here. They all look pretty good. Well, I guess we got to keep it as is. Chase Burns, lefties are really all you want to target here. This guy's kind of like mini Mizrowski, but lefties, it's four seam slider and a little bit of changeup. Really, we're probably looking at just this guy right here. And it's not even that good. Yeah, it's probably going to start. Yeah, there's a little bit of rain here. We're thinking it maybe gets delayed and started later. That's kind of the guess right now. 20 blasts, 30 hard hit only. $70 hard hit's good. Brian Reynolds. %30 fly, 40% line drive. That 40 blast I really like. 1 for 7 though with an extra base hit. Brian Reynolds is interesting there. Mangum. I mean, good fly ball, good blast, good hard hit. Only 4 balls, though. Endy looks good. I don't have Endy I don't know. Is Endy going to play? Hard for me with these guys that they play sometimes and don't play other times, you know? Yeah, he does look pretty good. But 0% fly ball. It's the one thing there where I'd be like, eh. Brian Reynolds looks the best here, in my opinion, but it's still, I don't know if it's good enough. Only 10% barrel. And Chase Burns is pretty nice. Mm, 520 is crazy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna skip that. But it would be a lefty, and if it was a lefty, I mean, it really would be Brian Reynolds. One for 5 yesterday. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. I can't do it, but I don't mind Brian. I'll put him on there. Why not? I need to clean up this, though. I can't have 4 reds. All right, another game that's potentially going to get delayed. I don't know who this is. Christian Scott's been pretty good at not allowing homer. This might be a fade. This game might be a skip. I don't know that I really want to mess with these rain games too much. Schwarber's the only one that looks that good here. Let's just look at Schwarber real quick. Lefties. 4-seam sweeper cutter. What did Schwarber do yesterday? Probably nothing. 1 for 3 with a walk. I mean, I gotta add him. Can't play those odds. Could 210. My rule is under 200 is where I'm out. And 257 on Kalshi. I actually like 250 is not bad for Schwarber. Under 300 for you. That's fair. That's fair. But if I were to put Schwarber on something, it would probably be on like a super long shot 4-leg, right? I don't think I'm wasting a 250 on a 3-leg. I'm not taking him as a straight. But you can do parlays on Kalshi now. If you haven't signed up for Kalshi, use code RUDE, RUDE, get a free $10 when you depot. I know a lot of y'all are using Kalshi now. It's a very good alternative. And as you can see here, you're getting him at 250 rather than 210. It's kind of worth it, in my opinion, if you're into Schwarber. But outside of that, yeah, probably not worth anything else. Soto, under 300. I don't like that. Jared Young in the 500s. I guess we can look at Jared Young real quick. Let's see, throw into lefties. Change up 4-seam curveball. Man. Like, that looks pretty good to me. Low on the fly ball, unfortunately. But 70 hard hit, 30 barrel, 30 blast. Not bad. Not bad. I'll throw him on there as the one guy on the Mets again. I think we had him yesterday. course, he missed. He had 2 days in a row, and I took him, and he didn't. Well, I didn't even take him, but I starred him. He was on the watch list yesterday. He doesn't look bad today, though. I actually do like this StatCast. 70 hard hits, really good. 30 barrel and 30 blast. So we'll take that all day. Yeah, he's the best looking for sure. Beatty with a 50 blast is good, but once again, he's got fake hard hit. Yeah. MJ, though, that's not going to be a day game. All right. KC Chicago White Sox. Davis Martin. He had one kind of blow-up game against the Yankees. Outside of that, he's been elite. Twins hit him around 2, but no homers. His hard hit is AI, yeah. That's fake hard hit. I call anything, if your hard hit's under 100 mile an hour exit velocity, I call you fake hard. That's fake hard. You're fake hard. Day splits. Goddamn. Day splits for Davis Martin. 0 home runs allowed with a 505 OPS, 190 average, 120 ERA. The guy just shoves during the day. Like stupid numbers during the day. So, yikes. What's he doing? Lefties and righties both around a 0.5 HR per 9. Any way you cut it, this is going to be a tough one. 4-seam slider, sinker, changeup, cutter. 4-seam slider, sinker, cutter. 4-seam slider, sinker, cutter. I mean, he does have a homer against him. Technically a day game. Keep it on both because it's like an evening game. Like Jack still looks decent, but he's definitely cooling down here. 0 for 4, 0 for 4, 1 for 3. 2 strikeouts, 3 strikeouts, 2 strikeouts. Guy's been striking out like a monster the last few games. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it against Davis Martin in the daytime. 4-seam sinker, slider, cutter. Oh, shit. It's 4-seam curveball, sinker. Lefties are different. Sorry, hold on. I'm looking at the righty pitch mix. We got to start over. Bobby Witt. Had to turn on while I drive. Can't watch, but I'll try a vote when time comes. Don't worry about it. Focus on the road, brother. Be safe. Don't worry about the votes. That'll be decent here. 50% hard hit, 20 barrel, but low fly ball. Lane Thomas, yeah, okay. All right, let's go back to this lefty pitch mix to start over with Jack and Carter Jensen. Lefties is 4-seam curveball, sinker, cutter, change. Wow. 4-seam curveball, sinker, cutter, change. Wow. 4-seam curveball, sinker, cutter, change. Shows everything, damn. I mean, Jack looks okay. High ground ball, but golly, 80% hard hit, 40 barrel, 60 blast. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it again today. I've swung and missed on Jack 2 days in a row. Seems like he really likes the changeup. So, it looks good, but I'm not going to do it against Davis Martin. So, if anybody, it would be Jack. Michael Walker on the other side, definitely hittable. HR per 9, a little bit higher to lefties than righties. So, let's start with the lefties. Changeup, 4-seam, curveball, cutter. Changeup, 4-seam, curveball, cutter. Yeah, well, at the end, same as usual. We're not voting right now, no. At the end of the day, or at the end of the stream. Um, Antonacci, not on these pitches. He's not really doing it. 50% hard hit, but outside of that, 0% fly ball. Not a single fly ball. Benintendi, 20% fly ball, 50 hard hit again. So similar, but not much. Kyle Teal did hit that homer yesterday, but only 30% fly ball, 30 hard hit, 10% barrel. Pretty low. Olson, 60 fly ball. I like it. I do like that. I think Colson you can run back. Yesterday, nothing. He's been, my God, he's been ice cold. He's been ice cold. 50 hard hit, 20 barrel, 50 blast. I like the blast and the fly ball combo. I really like it. Got some zone matching too here. Four seam, not so much though. Changeup looks good. A lot of pull. I think we can run Colson back even though he's in a bit of a slump. 50 hard hit and 60 fly ball, those combined. 50 blast, and 60 fly ball combined. That's a combo I like. That is a combo I like. Gets in the air and he blasts the ball. Like, that's all you really need for a homer. It's like, those are the two most important in my opinion. Braden looks pretty solid here too. A little low on the fly ball and blast, but good hard hit. Braden Montgomery. Potentially a long shot. But nah, I'm not going to add him. Jacob Gonzalez, nope. And Tristan Savannah Banana Peters, nah. Colson is 0 for 3 in this matchup. No strikeouts, though. I don't mind it. It's not great, but I do like the blast and fly ball, so we'll add Colson there. And then we can look at the righties here real quick. Sinker, four seam, slot, everything. Those are the whole pitch mix to the righties. Miguel Vargas, 20% blast, 40 fly ball. It's okay. Madroth? Nah, not on these pitches, really. No. Okay. Yeah, pretty easy. I think Colson actually looks pretty solid there. Arizona, Tampa Bay. Jose Cabrera, who the? Okay. Colson, who the? This is an opener, isn't it? Well. Does anybody know in the chat who the primary is for the Rays, or do we just not know yet? Has anybody seen any rumblings? No, nothing in the chat. Okay. Well, it looks like we have an opener here. This guy pitches like 1 or 2 innings a game, so not much we can do. I think this game's a skip. This guy only has 1 game pitched. We barely know his mix. I guess curveball, changeup, four seam. Okay, we're into the night games. Aranda, mid. Palacios. Mullins looks solid. 40 fly ball, only a 10% ground ball, 50 hard hit. Not bad. Okay, this one's interesting. I actually really like this. I'm going to put Hunter on there. Pinch hit risk, though. Hunter Fiducia, 60% hard hit, 30% barrel, 30% blast, 70% fly ball. When's the last time this guy hit a homer, though? That's the question. Does he even hit home runs? Got 1 homer on the year. Okay. I can't even find the home run. But that StatCast looked pretty good for him, so not bad. All right, I'm gonna take my 45-second, 1-minute break. I will be right back, and we'll get into the next game here. We're about halfway through, and I'll be right back. All right. All right. Another game that might get a little bit of rain action here. Washington Nationals, Baltimore Orioles, Foster Griffin, Brandon Young. Okay. We can work with this, especially on the Foster Griffin side. Brandon Young, home run rate per hand is the same. Just about the same. All right. But I think people have very short attention spans, myself included. I get distracted so easily. Let's see. Four-seam splitter curveball. Four-seam splitter curveball. Y'all hate him. Y'all hate him. I see it every day. 50 hard hit, 20 barrel, 30 blast, 40 fly. 5.4 on the zones. Spreads the love. 1 for 2 on the list. Luis Garcia. My God. 40 fly ball, 60 hard hit, 20 barrel, 30 blast on the list. I think I don't want to put more than 2 on the list. Lyle even looks pretty solid here too. Too inconsistent, but good fly ball and good barrel rate. Wow. My God. Jose Tena, bro, the Nats look kind of stupid. The hell? Okay. Might be able to run the Nats for like a stack of hits. Slider, four-seam, sinker. Wow. Well, Cruz is not bad either. A 50 hard hit, 30 blast. The Nats actually look kind of nice today, but I'm going to go Wood and Garcia on that one. Foster, Griffin, meatball thrower. Both sides hit him hard. The righties are hitting cutter, curveball, four-seam, cutter, curveball, really. Four-seam, cutter, and curveball. Left-handed pitching at night. Last 10, Taylor Ward. 63% hard hit, 25% barrel. Not terrible for Taylor Ward. Pete, BMP. 60 hard hit, 20 barrel, 30 blast. 60% line drive, though. I don't think BMP is that bad. Pete Alonso, not terrible. I could get behind that if really wanted to. He could. Oh, my God. Tyler O'Neill even. All four seams. 83% hard hit, 33% blast. Ooh, brother, this could be tough. Kobe Mayo, 30 fly ball, 20 barrel, 30 blast. Not bad here from Kobe either. Good price, too. Throw Kobe on there. Taveras. Blaze, Alexander. No. Throw Pete. I think Pete's not a bad option here either. Any lefty on lefty action here? What are we working with that? Anybody interested there? Lefty on lefty, sweeper, four-seam, cutter, sinker. Oof, sweeper, four-seam, cutter, sinker. Well, Gunnar Henderson gets destroyed by this pitch mix. 0 fly ball, 0 hard hit. 0 blast, 0 barrel. 70% ground ball. Jackson Holiday looks okay, but it's a very small sample size. 3 balls in play, 67% hard hit, 33% fly ball. So, yeah, I think it's Pete and Kobe here. Pete and Kobe. This is also the number 1 game for home runs today, projected. 3 of them. So you could get away with taking a couple options here. Colorado, Minnesota. Lorenzen, Mike Paredes. Lefties are the only ones that have hit a home run off Mike Paredes. Four-seam changeup, sweeper, cutter. He throws everything. Mickey Moniak, 40% blast is good, 60% fly ball. Mickey might have a decent opportunity today. A lot of pull here, too. Recent form, not that great. Only 40% hard hit, only 10% barrel. But good blast and good fly ball. He has those two. Rumfield, no. McCarthy. Jake McCarthy, not really there today. Only 10% fly ball. Eduardo, fake hard. Willie Castro. Willie Castro's kind of nice. 30% blast, 60% fly ball with a 50% hard hit. Troy, Johnston, not a whole lot there. Cole Carrig, no. So I think Mickey's in an okay spot today. I don't know that I want to take him back from that injury yet. I'm not ready. Righties just in case. Four-seam, sweeper, cutter, it's everything. Hunter Goodman still looks great. 60 hard hit, 30 barrel, 30 blast, 60% fly ball. Hunter Goodman, I don't mind it. Blitz versus right-handed pitching, 16 homers. We'll throw him on there. Goodman looks pretty solid here today. Tovar, not bad, but no. I think it's just Goodman for me there. Well, if you go Moniak, I mean, maybe, right? Minnesota looks pretty good EV wise. Michael Lorenzen giving it out to lefties. Still hits. We got one of these guys, huh? Okay. Lefties get everything except the slider and the sweeper. Everything except the slider and the sweeper, huh? Trevor Larnach, 30% fly ball, 10% barrel, 40 hard hit, 10% pull barrel. Doesn't really move me enough. Josh Bell, pretty interesting here. 20% blast is good. It's about it. Cody Clemens doesn't look as good as he did yesterday. Brooks, no. Caratini, okay. 50% hard hit, 40% fly ball, but only a 10% blast. And Tristan Gray, yeah. I think the best lefty here might be Trevor Larnach. Yeah. If you're going to go lefty here, I'll put Trevor Larnach on there as a long shot. I think he's the best looking lefty. Righties are seeing everything except the changeup. Buxton does not look that incredible today. He is 2 for 9 with a homer against Lorenzen. He's got 30% hard hit, 20% barrel, 30 blast, 50 fly ball. I do like the fly ball. The blast is okay. I mean, Buxton you could add to the list. It falls in the right-handed pitcher at night. Those are his two best splits. And at home, all three of his best splits here. This game falls into that. I'll throw him on there. It does match his splits. But recent StatCast, not in... you go to the last 20, looks a lot better. 45% blast, 50 fly ball, so... Royce Lewis, nothing there. Luke Keeschel, mid. Okay. So Larnach and Buxton. Cubs, Milwaukee. Kyle Harrison, David Peterson. Probably nothing here. Kyle Harrison, a lot of his home run numbers, it's all against righties, so you're only going to want to target righties. It's a little inflated from this game in Las Vegas against the A's in that Mickey Mouse series. So yeah, it's a bit inflated here. It's very inflated, I should say. Those almost don't even count. But four-seam slurve. This is very... Kyle Harrison's always really hard to look against. He's one of the only pitchers... I think he is the only lefty that throws a slurve. One of. There's a couple of them, I guess. Dansby Swanson here. 40 fly ball, but 0 blast, 0 barrel. Yeah, Seiya, I think Seiya as a back-to-back is probably the best option here. 56 hard hit, 22% barrel, 44% blast, but a very low 22% ground fly ball. He does have an 11% ground ball, though. That is a good sign. I'm not going to take him, but it would be Seiya. Dansby's been hot. Yeah, not against these pitches, though. Although Ian Happ as a right-handed batter is not terrible. 80% hard hit's good. 60 fly ball's good. Yeah, Ian Happ's interesting. Matt Shaw, Carson Kelly, and Dansby. Yeah, Dansby, he does have one homer on these pitches on a four-seam against a lefty, but 40% fly ball, 0 barrels, 0 blast, only 40% hard hit. He has been hot, though. Go to all pitches, both. Yeah. Been doing pretty well. 55 hard hit, 15 barrel. But against Kyle Harrison's pitches, no barrels, no hard hit. Really, it's just tough. A little tough. When they get Peterson, that's what I would say. They said that on the broadcast last night, and I was like, when the hell did they get David Peterson? Just like nobody reported on that. But they got David Peterson. I don't know when or how or what, but they got him. Yeah, they said that on the game last night, and I was like, wait, what? I was very confused. They announced the trade after the doubleheader. What, did he just walk across the field? Underdog sent the notification. Yeah, I don't have that on. It was reported last week. I missed it. Until last night, I missed it. He throws everything to the righties, and he throws everything but the four seam and change to the lefties. Churio, 50% hard hit, but a low fly ball, no barrel, no blast. Can't do it. Contreras, he's been on a heater, but not against the lefties, really. Not against the lefties. You go righties, Contreras looks really good. You go lefties, not so much. Gary Sanchez against the lefties, pretty cold. Andrew Vaughn, this is a lock for a hit, in my opinion. Look at this hard hit, 60% hard hit. Andrew Vaughn, I'm throwing him on there, but I'm going to edit this to be a hit. Jazz, Chisholm, Dingler, and Jordan are not playing today. Are we actually so for real right now? Okay. I never thought I would say this. But Joey Ortiz looks kind of good. Not for a home run, but wow. 60% hard hit from Joey Ortiz is crazy for a guy who in hard hit percent is like 25th percentile. Vladdy Vaughn veggies, yeah. That's the one thing with Kalshi is you got to kind of play at the same game times. That's how it works. Okay. Curveball, sinker, slider to the lefties here. Lefty on lefty for Terang, not great. Jake Bowers, not great. Yeah. So I guess Vaughn for a hit. I'm not too fond of anybody for a home run in this game. What does veggies mean? It just means like your easier plays, like for a hit. I'm not talking home runs. We're talking like taking one or two guys for a hit. I call that eating your veggies because everyone in sports betting wants to like, go for the big play, the home runs, the like, a little kid who wants ice cream instead of their vegetables, that kind of thing. You have to eat your vegetables if you want to grow. So you have to take the like minus 120s and the plus 100 double up plays if you want your account to grow. Sanchez looks the best. We don't have a line, yeah. It means hits. Total bases, I think, are beyond veggies. Means hits or like a team total over 2.5 runs, like like the like alt line stuff. That's much more likely to hit when you have good conviction. Logan Gilbert and Emerson. Is this real? There's no way they're running Logan Gilbert as an opener. Yeah, Emerson Hancock's listed as the primary. And Logan Gilbert is the opener. There's no shot. There's just no shot. Do they have no bullpen? I don't know what that is. I don't know what's going on here. But they're going to mix the rotation up. Yeah, I get that they're going to mix it up, but putting Logan Gilbert, one of your best starters, as an opener, I guess maybe you throw Emerson Hancock in there after. This doesn't make any sense to me, but okay. If that's what they're going to do, that's what they're going to do, I guess. I know they've been doing it all season, but it's been with like Luis Castillo. You know what I mean? It's been with like kind of some of their shitters. It's not. I don't remember. I can't remember Logan Gilbert being an opener. Look at this guy goes 6 or 7 innings every game. The lowest he's gone this year is 5.1 innings, 5.0 innings. He's a quality guy. I don't know. Maybe they go 6 innings with him, 3 innings with Hancock. Maybe. But like, it's not like Logan Gilbert's a guy who comes in and does only 4 innings, 3 or 4 innings. I don't know. All right, let's see who's getting after Slade today. All right, there's a lot of stuff here. Although recent form, he's really only given up homers to lefties, but on the year it's pretty split. Throws everything except the changeup to lefties. Slider change. You can get rid of the slider and the change. Cal, good fly ball. Luke Raley's interesting here. 70 hard hit, 40 blast, 40 fly ball. I don't hate it. Cole Young looks pretty sick here. Low barrel, low blast, though, but 70% hard hit. Cole Young is another guy maybe for a hit today. Canzone. Yeah, Canzone looks solid here, too. 40 fly ball, 50 hard hit. Low barrel, low blast. But that hard hit's really good. I'll throw Canzone on there. I don't mind it. On pace for 27 homers. He's been, yeah. I don't mind Canzone. Can't say I'm obsessed with him, but I don't mind it. And Emerson here. Yeah. JP Crawford today. There was a moment here. Yeah, he was kind of crushing this. Rayleigh's not bad. I don't like this, though. Yeah, Colt did go yesterday. But not on these pitches. Not bad for Colt. Not bad for Colt Emerson. Man, everybody goes back to back. I swear to God, like they hit a homer. It's all they're always going back to back. He went back to back his last time he hit a homer too. Yeah, Colt Emerson. I mean, I'm interested here. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go Canzone, but Colt Emerson, I am interested in the back-to-back narrative on that. I don't mind it. We'll look at these guys against Logan Gilbert. Lefties hit him harder. Four seam slider changeup. Really, it's mainly four seam slider changeup. But I don't like the openers. Y'all know that. I don't like the openers. Bazana looks solid again today. Bazana 0 for 0 for 0 for last 3 games. A lot of strikeouts. But against that four seam, he does work against that four seam. 60% hard hit, 10% barrels low, blast is low, but 60% fly ball is high. Probably going to fade him, but not bad for Bazana. Khalil Watson. Khalil Watson has a long shot here. A lot of hard hit. Only 5 balls in play, but 60% hard hit, 40 barrel, 40 blast, 60 fly ball. I'll throw Khalil Watson on there. Why not? Petey Halpin? Nah. We got to get some of those random names on there. You know what I mean? Got to diversify my portfolio a little bit. But I don't really like going against openers, so that's another reason why I think I would just go him. Does he look good against Hancock too? Four seam sinker cutter. Yeah, he does. Just four seams, but yeah. Khalil Watson. I'll throw him on there. Move on to the next game. Miami St. Louis. This one, I think this one looks pretty ugly. Pretty even for Piante, lefties and righties. Four seam slider, knuckle curve. Sinker slider, knuckle curve to the righties. Four seam slider, knuckle curve. Well, looks good so far. We're going to go over it at the end. There's a lot. I got to clean up the list. Conine, 3 balls in play, but Griffin Conine, I mean, 100% hard hit, 67% blast. Conine could be a sneaky one there. Stowers, not really great today. Marcy, not really great today. Owen Casey. Owen Casey looks pretty solid here. I'm going to throw Casey on there. 40 fly ball, 30 barrel, 50 blast, 70% hard hit. That's nice. That's very nice. Joe Mack also looks solid, but I'll go Casey over Joe Mack. Oops. And then the righties, it's you swap out the four seam, you throw in the sinker. Okay. Otto Lopez, no, and Harry Berto. Harry Berto's okay. 50 hard hit, 30 blast. I don't hate it. Yeah. Owen Casey looks the best, so. And then Gusto, mainly righties, throws sweeper, sinker, four seam changeup to the righties. Not great for Herrera. Not great for Jordan Walker. 50 hard hit, but only 10% fly ball. Wow. Mason Wynn, 50 hard hit, only 20% fly ball. Fermin. Jose Fermin, fake hard. 50% hard hit, not a single one over 100 miles an hour. Fake hard. Blaze Jordan. Brutal recently. Lefties. Four seam change cutter curve. JJ Weatherholt. Burleson's going to look good on that four seam, and he looks good on the changeup. 70 hard hit, 30 blast, but only 20% fly ball. Yeah, four seam change. I'll throw Burleson on there. 70-yard hit's good. 30 blast is solid. Low on the fly ball, high on the ground ball. But Lars Nootbaar also pretty good on that four seam, but not enough to move me. Church, yeah. Okay. So Burleson and Owen Casey there. LAD and San Diego. Randy Vasquez giving up homers to righties a lot more than lefties. Yeah, a lot more to righties here. Righties are hitting four seam, cutter, sinker, sweeper. Four seam, cutter, sinker, sweeper. Four seam, cutter. Righties. Mookie looks kind of crazy here. 50% fly ball, 20% barrel, 40 hard hit. A little low on the hard hit, but 2 homers off these four seams in the last couple games. Back-to-back games with a homer. Mookie's heating up. Mookie's heating up here. Don't mind Mookie. I don't know if I'm going to put him on the list, but looks pretty solid. 2 homers in his last 2 games against a four seam and Knight. Not really anything against a cutter. Sinker, pretty good hit, but no launch angle. Little low on the hard hit, no blast, so. But Mookie's not a bad option here. Does he have any history? 0 for 8. 0 for 8. All right, the rest are all lefties. So maybe Mookie. Maybe Mookie. Lefties are seeing everything except the sinker and the slider. Shohei obviously still looks pretty good here. But at 230, I'm not taking him that low. He's in the hundreds on every other book, so. Freddie Freeman, 40 hard hit, 50 fly ball's good, but low barrel, low blast. Freddie's probably someone for a hit today. Zone Master, I'm going to put Freddie on the list. I'm going to do the thing. I'm going to do the thing. Where the hell is Freddie? All right. Tracking for hits. Kyle Tucker. Nah. Muncy. Nah. Tommy Edman. Nah. Dalton Rushing. Nah. Freeland. Nah. Yeah, Freddie with some good hits here. I like that. 40% hard hit. Andy Pajes didn't look that incredible. He is 3 for 8 with 2 homers. I know you guys called it out. But recent form for Andy Pajes has been brutal. Over his last 7 games and his last 15 games, no homers. Pretty brutal. So. Yeah. I'll wait for Pajes to heat up before I get back in on him. I will wait for him to get back in. Yamamoto. I'm going to skip that. I'm not going up against Yamamoto. I mean, he's given up 10 homers on the year, I guess. Why not? We'll look at it. But HR per 9. Last 5. None to righties. A little bit to lefties. Jesus. 1 homer in his last 5 starts. He gave up a homer to San Diego here, though. It's mainly lefties. Not really. I mean, recently it's mainly lefties. He throws everything except the cutter to righties, and he throws everything except the sinker and slider to lefties. Everything except the sinker and slider to the lefties. Pie is not due? No. Jackson Merrill, a lot of pull here at least, but very high ground ball rate. Gavin Sheets, 60% hard hit. That's the only thing. Will Wagner, no. We'll look at Paz real quick at the due factor. I don't think he's due. 3 out of 6. No barrels in his last 3 games. He's got the drought score for sure. And his launch angle's good, but everything else is not there. All right, to righties, throws everything except the cutter. Yeah, Tatis was smoking it last night, too. 388. I liked him for a homer. He hit a double. He was smoking it last night, though. Yeah, Tatis once again looks solid today. Low fly ball, though, but very good hard hit, very good blast. Super hard hit and super blast. So this could be another guy for a hit today. Tatis, don't sleep on him for a hit. I don't know about a homer today. The launch angle's just not there. The launch angle's just not there for him. But this hard hit's crazy. 70 hard hit, 70 blast. Tatis could be another guy for bases or for a hit today. This hard hit is beautiful. Really nice, really nice. I think on the year his hard hit's really high too. Yeah, 96th percentile hard hit on the year. Just his launch angle's still not there. It's getting there, though. It's getting there. 3 for 14 with an extra base hit versus Yamamoto. Machado looks okay on this pitch mix, too. 60 hard hit, 50 blast, 50 fly ball. Machado maybe is the guy here. Maybe if anybody hits a homer off Yamamoto today, it might be Machado. Am I going to bet on that? No. Ty France looks really good again, too. Back-to-back days with a homer for him. Yeah, Machado, Ty France, and Tatis, a lot of hard hit. A lot of hard hit. He's okay. I don't think I'm going to take anybody from San Diego, though. Atlanta, San Francisco. At San Francisco, this game is a skip for me. Only 5 homers allowed on the year. Bryce Elder. Yeah, you can hit Bryce Elder. I just hate this ballpark, man. And with the wind blowing out, I hate it. Who do you like for the Dodgers? I don't think I added anybody for that game, actually. I said Mookie was solid. Freddie Freeman I liked for a hit. I took Freddie Freeman down, marked him for a hit. Mookie was okay for a homer. I'm going to skip this game. I really don't like taking homers in this ballpark. I really don't. Projecting maybe one. It's mainly to righties. Sinker, slider, cutter. Yeah, I'm going to skip this game. Not a fan. And then Athletics at Los Angeles. Reed Detmers. Detmers has been nice. Jack Perkins, you can hit him, though. Righties are the only ones that really can hit Detmers. Four-seam slider, curveball, everything. Mainly four-seam slider, though. Yeah, Nito looks good. 60% fly ball, 50% hard hit. I don't mind it. Only a 10% barrel, 10% blast. I don't love all that. Jorge Soler, 50 hard hit, 40 blast, 30 fly ball only. Not bad there either. Really not horrible. Joe Adell, not great. Denzer Guzman. 2 balls in play, but 50% on the fly ball, 100% hard hit, 50% barrel. Yeah, versus lefties, Denzer Guzman's kind of nice. A lot of hard hit here. Maybe a long shot for Denzer. Oh, wait, shit. This is against righties. Uh-oh. Hold on. I fucked up. It's on me. I fucked up. I fucked up. God damn it. Four-seam slider, curveball, changeup. It's to this team. All right, starting over. Shea Langoliers doesn't look that good. Jacob Wilson. No. Colby Thomas. No. Joey Meneses. No. Henry Bolte. Okay. Bolte's interesting here. Holy cow. This is another guy I'm going to put on for a hit. I want to put Henry Bolte on for a hit. I mean, 80% hard hit, 40 blast, low fly ball. That's why I'm not taking it for a homer. But Bolte, I'm going to put him on there for a hit. Yeah. Max P. Muncy. It's okay. I mean, Bolte would be my only guy I would pick for a homer here. We can look at Kurtz real quick. Only one homer allowed to lefties. Four-seam slider. Lefty on lefty, four-seam slider. Yeah, Kurtz does look crazy. 70 hard hit, 40 barrel, 50 blast, 40 fly. He does have a high ground ball, though. 50% ground ball is kind of crazy. Very high ground ball. Kurtz is another guy, maybe for a hit today. You could go Kurtz for a homer. You could. I'll throw him on there. First thing you want to get off the watch, I appreciate that. All right, let's go to the A's. Or Angels, sorry. Jack Perkins, giving it up to righties mainly. It doesn't matter, though. We can look at righties. Sweeper four-seam cutter. Yeah, Zach Neto still looks pretty good here. He's hit a barrel on a four-seam sweeper and a cutter. I don't mind him. Soler, not bad here for Soler either. 50% fly ball. Wow, 60 hard hit, 20 barrel, 40 blast. I like Soler there too. Joe Adell, not as good. Denzer Guzman, not as good now. And O'Hop. Wow. 70% hard hit, 20% barrel, 20% blast, 50% fly ball. I do like this a lot too. Golly. Wow, that's what she said? God. Sheesh. So Nito Soler and Logan O'Hoppe all look really good here. Whoops. A lot of guys there that look good. All right, that's it. You got to figure this out now. The Reds and the Angels, I got too many guys on. All right, these Reds, I need to clean up the Reds here. I really need to clean up the Reds. I'm going to go by ground ball rate here. Well, they all have a good ground ball rate. Damn. I think I'm just going to go Ellie. I'm going to clear off the righties. Nah, I got to keep Steer on there. I'll go Steer and Ellie. Okay, Steer and Ellie. I'll take out... My God, that blast is so good, though, here. Yeah, I'll keep Steer and I'll keep Ellie. That black pause. Nito or a Solaire? I'll keep Solaire. I'll get rid of Nito. No. Maybe. 50 hard hit, 40 fly, 30 hard hit, 20 fly. Yeah, I'll get rid of Nito. I'll go. He's got the homer against him too, though. I'll keep Solaire. I gotta clean that watch list up. Offer to be a Dell, yeah. I do like Nito today. I'm just trying to clean it up. I don't want to have a million players on every team, you know? All right. We got a big list today. Holy cow. Well, a lot of these guys are tracked for hits, though. I'm going to take Fiducia off. All right. Buxton, Schwarber. I'm going to take Schwarber off because I just don't want that plus 200 line, really. Yeah, Wood's on there. I'm going to take Kurtz off because I don't like the lefty on lefty against Detmers. Take Brian Reynolds off, too. I didn't love it, but it was solid. Nimmo we're tracking for hits and hits runs RBIs. Vladdy for a hit. Bolte. Okay, so these are hits, guys. Okay, so we have 22 people for a homer, and we got 4 that are non-homer tracked. That's not bad. Okay. For 15 games, 22 people, that's a little over 1 per game. That's not bad. Okay. Not bad. You see all the guys that are tracked. Oh, we got a few. Freddie's tracked for a hit, too. Okay, so we have 5 players tracked for non-homers. Okay. Okay. Yo, Jagger Jack, I just saw the 20 stream streak. Thank you. I see you tried to cheer 100 bits. It did not actually give the bits. It just said cheer 100 as a message. But I appreciate the thought and the effort. Okay. I'll post this in the home run section real quick, too. In the WAP, so y'all have it permanently. Oh, there you go. Cheered 100 bits. Thank you. I appreciate that. Watch list. All right, now we got to vote. There we go. There we go. Appreciate that. Let's do the watch list. Well, we gotta. Ooh. We have to split the. We have to split the day games and the night games here. All right, so these are the day game players. We'll do a day lay first. Leg 1, day only. We'll do 2. We'll do 2. So we're gonna do 2 today. Akamoto, Olson, Riley Green, Willier, Ellie, Steer. Yeah, perfect. 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 All right, leg 1. This is day only poll starting now. This is day only. Akamoto. Akamoto taking it. Akamoto really taking it. All right, leg 2, day only. Colson, Jared Young, Ellie Steer, Riley Green, Willier. All right, leg 2. Leg 2 is live. Riley Green and Willier. Colson's got a couple votes now. Riley Green's getting some votes. Riley Green's starting to run away with it a little bit here. Colson is battling for second place, though. No love for Willier Abreu here, I see. No love for Ellie and Steer, and no love for Jared Young. Between Riley Green and Colson Montgomery right now. It is a tight one between those two. You got about 15 seconds left to vote if you haven't voted yet. Should be at the top of the chat. There'll be a poll. Riley Green very close to Colson. 21-21 right now. Tied. We are tied. 24-23. Oh, wow. With a last-second swing vote, Colson takes it. All right, leg 3 for day only. Riley, Willier, Ellie, Steer, Jared Young. All right, leg 3 is live. So we have Colson and Akamoto right now. Made it to my destination just in time to vote. There we go. What a timing there. I think I know where this one's going based on the last vote. It's Colson's last day on a slip for me? No. You just got to catch him. You got to catch him. You got to time it up. Wow, Riley Green. All right, Akamoto, Colson, and Riley Green is the daytime lay. And it's not even remotely close. Let's run it back for the night games. Need a 2-man? 2-man, you just take off one of the 3. Or round robin it. Wow, we got a lot of options here. This is going to be tough. Leg 1, night game. Night only. Let's start with this game. Kobe, Luis, Gar, Wood, Heat. Okay. Canzone, Casey, Burleson, Soler. Ooh, we got Larnock and Goodman. Either Goodman, Larnock. I guess we can go Goodman, Larnock, or Bucks. And then Soler, I guess. Soler, Kurtz. A lot of you like Nita. I'll put Nita on there for y'all. Oh, Hop. I got to get him on there. Soler, Kurtz, or Hop. I'll just go Solero, Hop. Okay. I guess we could throw Khalil Watson on there with Canzone. Okay, we got all the games here. This will work. This will work. There you go. Poll is live for the night games. Pretty interesting here. Kobe, Luis Garcia, Wood, and Pete. So that Baltimore game, yeah, you got to have one from that game. You have to, I feel like. Drinking a night before a rude stream, feel like drinking before a shift? Damn. Got to work in a couple waters there, Taj. You wouldn't vote Wood even if they were throwing him softball pitches. Bruh, what did James Wood do to you? So I'm here late too. Yeah, Saturday streams are tough. Don't worry, there's no Sunday streams. Don't worry, there are no Sunday streams. Y'all can be fresh. Go do whatever you want tonight. You got nothing to wake up for tomorrow, for me at least. Not with me. Okay, so the Baltimore game. The Baltimore game. Kobe, Wood, Luis, Alonso. Okay, so we got 4 options in this game that we liked. Yo, J-Dog with the 5 gifted. I appreciate that, J-Dog. Brant, the J-Man, Visual Madman, Trippin, SPG, Vaughn. Make sure you guys thank J-Dog for the 5 gifted. I really appreciate that, my guy. Thank you. Thank you. Poll is live, by the way, if y'all have not voted yet. Get some votes in for that game. I already know Jakey Monk is not voting for James Wood. I can tell you that right now. No problem. Love your show. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for supporting it. Thank you. The banger. Kobe Mayo running away with it. Kobe on a lefty. We already know. Kobe does work versus lefties. Good pick. All right, leg 2. We're going to go Buxton, Goodman, Larnock. And then okay, so we got that game covered. This one's done. Canzone or Watson. Kind of a crazy name to put in there, but whatever. Casey, Burleson, Soler, Hop. That's it. This list is getting, kind of cut down. There we go. All right, next leg is live. Here. Man, a lot of people are anti-James Wood. That is crazy. No, I get it, though. I think some of the most heartbreaking slip losses this year have been on the back end of James Wood hits. How many times has he been robbed, hit the top of the wall, hit a double, off the wall? You know what I mean? There have been so many times where I've seen James Wood, the last leg of a slip this year, and he just has the worst luck of all time. Yo, Sinben with the prime. I appreciate that. We got a little hype train going. Hell yeah. What's this hype train all about? We got a little hypey hype. What is my goat? We're level 2, 77% level 2 hype train. I don't know what that means, but shout out that. Yeah, I feel like Wood is one of the more polarizing players in the industry here. You either love him or you hate him. I don't think anybody's really in between, except for me. I'm in the middle. I don't really care. Buxton, Goodman, Larnock with leg 2. Okay, which one? Buxton, Goodman, Larnock. All right, poll is live. Well, tell your goat to cash at me $5K and all is well. Jeez Louise. Buxton, Goodman. Looks like it's a battle for Buxton versus Goodman here. We got ourselves a good old-fashioned brawl between Buxton and Goodman for leg 2. Jagger Jack with 1,000. No more subs, straight biddies for me. Shout out Jagger Jack. I appreciate that. I don't even know what bids do, but I appreciate it. No one listened to me about a hop? Hey, man. We still got a third leg coming, Jake. We got a third leg coming. And it's gonna be between that game and Owen Casey in Canzone. Give you money. Oh shit, appreciate that. Buxton versus Goodman. We got a 2-vote split here that Buxton won. Wow. All right, Buxton. Leg 3. We got ourselves a couple games left. Canzone or Watson. I'm putting Watson on a long shot, so I'm just going to put Canzone here. I don't think we need to throw Watson on that. You know what? Why not? I'm going to give you the power to the people. Casey, Burley, and then Soler or O'Hop. Leg 3 here. We got only 3 games to pick from. Didn't you say Buxton was good? I did. That's why he's on the list. I'm saying it was a very close vote, only 2-vote difference. Buxton actually is the number 1 overall probability on the list, too. He is 280, though. But Buxton fits, he's in his spot today. At home versus a righty at night. That's where he has pretty much all his home runs. Most of his home runs, 90% of his homers are against righties at night. And then 70% of his homers are against righties at night at home. So. All right, O'Hop versus Soler is taking this one. O'Hop versus Soler is taking this one. Soler sitting here with a 19% chance, 1 out of 6 on the dew, but he does have the night owl and the heater tag, homer in a couple games here. Logan O'Hop sitting at 13%, 2 out of 6 dew, past bedtime, but did look crazy on the mix. Looked crazy on the mix. All right, for the final leg, we already have Kobe Mayo. We already have Byron Buxton. Now for all the marbles on this nighttime slip, it is between Logan O'Hop and Jorge George Soler. Byron Buxton, Kobe Mayo were the top 2 on the balanced already. The third leg here, though, is not Dominic Canzone. Was not voted in. It is going to be probably Jorge Soler, based on the voting currently. There is still time for Logan O'Hop to make a comeback, but Soler is pulling away with a 21-9. 70% of the votes are going to Soler, 32% to O'Hop now. $67, 2/3 of the people are voting. Once again, we only have about 40 votes here out of 182 people, but the people who are voting, they get to decide then. Soler. All right, Twitch Community Nightlay. It is Buxton, Kobe Mayo, and Jorge Soler. I do like this one with Canzone in there, too. I'm not going to lie to you. If we go long shots here, Larnach O'Hop, not a bad little long shot slip. I would throw Khalil Watson in there, though. Sleepers, Mayo, Burleson, Canzone. Another one, not bad. I like this, though, with Casey, Canzone, and Luis Garcia. Wow, this one's kind of sick, too. Luis Garcia, Owen Casey, Dominic Canzone. That one kind of just feels right, does it not? I think that one looks kind of good. You could throw in, man, there's so many options here. Hot bats, Garcia, Buxton, Casey. Matchup edge, Buxton, Canzone. Only 2 guys that fit that. Buxton, Wood, and Canzone if you're looking at the zones. Top dew, Buxton, Garcia, and Casey. All right. I do like this one too, though. Canzone instead of Soler looks good too. And if we look at the day games here, Akamoto, Colson, Jared Young is the optimal. I know we swapped out Jared Young for whoever we did. I forgot. Abreu, Young, and Steer. I like Abreu a lot. This one's actually kind of nice. I like this. For your day lay, this one's pretty good too. I know a lot of people may be iffy about Jared Young. That's fine. Oh, we did Riley Green. You do a 2-leg, maybe Abreu and Steer could be a good one there. Green and Durbin as your long shot. Colson, Okamoto, and Ellie, more of a little chalk play there, but those are your top due. Your hot bats, Okamoto, Steer, and Young. Matchup edge, Cruz, and Green. This could be a good 2-leg too. Ellie and Green. Zone Masters, similarly enough. Jared Young. All right. We got options here. If you missed the plays, they will be in the community feed right here. Keep posting your plays in the community feed. I like to look at them. I tail some of them. I'm telling y'all. Keep posting your plays in the community feed if you don't already. I would appreciate it. So yeah, make sure y'all are doing that. Make sure y'all are doing that. And then I'm going to raid this little small time guy for y'all. I know he's using a different tool. I don't know what the hell he's using. I don't know what the hell this guy's using. It's not mine. No, I'm not raiding him, bro. This thing looks... Yeah, we'll raid him. Why not? Let's do it. I don't care if he's using something else. Who cares, right? Maybe this raid will convince him to start using my product instead. I don't know what he's using. But maybe this will inspire him to use my tool, right? That's the goal. All right, I'll send y'all over to this little small-time streamer. Give him some love. Tell him Rude Bet says what's up. Tell him Rude Bet says what's up. And hopefully it convinces him to get off whatever the hell he's using. Get with the good guys. All right, peace out. I'll see you guys on Monday. Thanks for being here today. Thanks for all the votes. Thanks for the subs, the gifteds, the bits, the comments, all of it. I appreciate all of you. Come join RudeBets.com. Use code RUDE for 25% off. Jump in the community. Jump in the tool. I want to see those bangers. Tag me on X with whatever plays you're either